tonight's lesson, an objective, is to create a short 3-question exam using Respondus that we're going to use on our colleagues that are registered in our course. Okay, if you can use the exact same questions that I'm going to develop right now. What we need to do, some of you have done this already, so you don't have to generate a new sitcom quiz. Some of you have developed quizzes for your course, which is all great, but I don't know if any of our colleagues are going to actually take the quiz. So we want to make a short, simple exam that all our colleagues would take. So to do that, we're going to go to Exam Wizard. We're going to create a new exam in which all questions will be entered manually. I'm going to title the exam Sitcom. And they're going to, basically, the description is a professional development quiz. Okay? And when you click finish, I already have one, so we're gonna title it Sitcom 1, just in case some of you already had done this. You're gonna click finish, and what's gonna happen? We're gonna develop this quiz manually. We're gonna make it all multiple choice, so it's simple to answer. The title of the question is oldest instructor. Okay. The question wording is, who on the science staff is the oldest instructor? Choice A is going to be, we're going to pick choice A will be Robert Koenig. Choice B will be Seema Warnock. Choice C will be Mark Langella. And choice D will be Mike Revinson. Okay, so those are we're only going to have 4 choices in our quiz. And then what we're going to do, we're going to put in the correct answer. The correct answer would be B, Seema Warnock. And then we're going to add to our list, and when you'll notice it moves down here. Okay, as one of our choices. And then the question is, next question is title question, car color. Who on our science staff drives a white automobile? Okay. And then choice A would be Mike Revinson. Choice B will be Kevin Finnerty. Choice C would be Seema Warnock. And choice D will be Mark Langella. And the correct answer is choice D. Then I'm going to add this to my list. And now my test has 2 questions. And the final question is, who on our staff has the most children? Oops. Most children. I meant most children. And the question wording is, who on our science staff has the most children? Choice A would be Mark Langella. Choice B would be Mike Revenson. Choice C would be Robert Koenig. And choice D would be Jen Deagle. And the winner would be C, Robert Koenig. And then we add that to our list. Okay, so now I have my 3 multiple choice questions. You technically could add true or false, but for this activity, you want to stay away from the essay short answer because that would create a more drawn out correction process, which you would have to manually correct. But we have our 3 questions. So the next thing would be, okay, once they're in our list, the next thing we would want to do is preview and publish. Okay, and when you look and preview and publish, you'll see publish to course sites. So we're going to click publish to course sites, and you'll see when it shows up here, publish to a single course, we're going to the course site server. Now it's going to ask me which course, when it reaches out to the server, it's going to detect that I have more than one course. So it's going to ask you which course do you want to publish this to, and I'm going to select professional development. In your case, you would select your course title. That should show up on the screen, hopefully in a few minutes. It's going to ask which course do you want to publish to. And it's thinking. So right now, you'd see a screen that looks at this, choose course to publish to. I'm going to pick professional development. It's going to reach back to the server to detect that folder says sitcom 1 is the title. And here it says apply random blocks, apply settings to exam, link exam settings to content area and make available. Okay, but we're going to show you that you might want to just double check the settings when you go into course sites. I'm going to click next, and I'm going to put it in I'm going to tell it where I want to put it. I'm going to put it in my content folder. If you have more than one folder set up, you can place it in wherever you want. You could have the folder just for exams if you like. And right now it's uploading the questions, linking the exam to content, and applying settings. And you'll see it says completed successfully. You click finish, and right now on course sites there will be an updated quiz in the content. Now when you go to course sites, when you go to your course, which in my case is professional development, I'm going to go to content, and in the content area you should see the sitcom quizzes, which is right there. Underneath the sitcom quiz, you want to click the little arrow and you want to edit the test options to make sure the test options are set to how you want them for the students to see this. So you'll see here it'll say sitcom is the name of the quiz. I can actually put a content link description here, which it doesn't automatically upload. Sometimes it's a little of a curveball where respondents and the course sites, and this is where you would put professional development quiz. As you scroll down, you'll see settings, show test description students before they begin the test. I'm going to put a little check there so you can see what it looks like. You could have it open up in its own window. That's possible. I'll put yes for that just to see what it looks like. Make the link available. I have a yes. Add a new announcement for this test. I'm going to put yes. You can allow the students to take it more than once. I'm just going to put 2 as the number of attempts. And then I'm going to tell it to score the highest grade. So if for some reason their computer conks out or it doesn't work out that they have enough time, the power's lost at home, they could always go back on and try it one more time, and it would correct the highest grade. And then I'm going to only give you 5 minutes to take this. Okay? And I can actually cut them off at 5 minutes if I click the on button. We're not going to do that. I could also password protect the file where they would need to know the password to get in. I'm not going to click that either, and I can control when it's displayed. Okay? It says click or add or create a group to search for your course users and groups to add to the exception list. Say you don't want, do you want to cut certain individuals from being able to take it? You can actually do that. And I'm going to click due date. And I'm going to pick the due date to be by next Wednesday. If possible, we'll make the due date. We won't give it a due date, just in case. Do not allow us to take the test if the due date has passed. You can actually control that. I'm going to include this. This is very important that this is checked. Include this test in the Grade Center score calculations. Okay, and you can actually give them feedback on the questions after they submit it. You can have them see all the answers, or just see the score. I can have them see the questions one at a time. That's what I'm going to have you guys do, and I'm going to prohibit backtracking and I'm going to randomize the questions. When I click submit, that's how the test will be set. So when you go in, that's what they would see. Okay, that sitcom is sitting in the content for them to take. Now you could also take a different approach. I could have saved it into my content collection. That's also possible for professional development. I could have saved that in here, and I could actually make it an assignment and then link it to the folder in here. That's also a possibility of what you can do. Okay? What does that mean? Let's say I want to make a copy of this. I think I can. I can actually move it into my core content collection and make it an assignment that gets emailed. Now, as an exercise, so that everyone understands, we're going to again email everyone that there is a sitcom quiz for them to take. So I'm going to go to the tools under here, course tools, and you'll see email. I'm going to email all users. Okay, they're in my course. Sitcom quiz, com1 in content. I'm going to write down, please complete sitcom quiz 1 in content. And if I do that, I click submit. Everyone in the course is going to get this. Whoever you have as your colleague in your course will get the sitcom quiz that you designed. Please make it short and sweet. And this way, what the next thing we would do is we would actually be able to see the grade on the quiz. How would you do that? Well, if you look to your left, you go to Grade Center and you click Full Grade Center. And what will happen, you'll see a list of the students in your course on here. These are the students, and these are the quizzes that I have so far. For example, Brian Leibowitz got a 2, and Kevin Finnerty got a 1 on an assignment that I have on here. I can control which assignment. Activity 1, there's a 1 and a 2 on that assignment. But I have listed sitcom right now, and when the students take this quiz, I can actually watch them take the quiz. I also can, if you see a little button like that, what does that mean? Well, if you see a little button like that, what that means is that the student took the quiz and I need to manually grade something in the quiz. So what would happen is I can open it and I can actually see what the student did on the assignment. I can upload their file and I can give them a grade here. Okay, and Jean is telling me that that Steve Zanarina helped her on this assignment. Okay, So what we want to do is we want to give that quiz and then go to the grade center and see how the students are graded on the assignment automatically when you have a multiple choice quiz. Now obviously if you have a database of questions, like for example, if I show you, I'm going to go to my home course sites and show you my AP class. They have a quiz today that they're taking. If I click AP Chem, if we go to my grade center, and I'm going to click full grade center, and you can see there's a lot of quizzes that I have already set that students have taken in the past. And you can see these are examples of quizzes that they've taken. You know, I can have it view whatever one I want to see. But again, I also have a dummy account for Frankie Langella just to test out the system. That's why his is not graded. Here's an example. If you give a quiz that has some sort of free response, you would have to click that in order to give yourself the option to evaluate his free response. So say I want to grade this free response that he gave the answer here. This is where I would put my feedback and then give him a point value. And then I'll give the point value up here at a 7, and that will be incorporated into his grade. So if you could just do that quick 3-question quiz and then go to the grade book and see if it worked, if it scored it for you, that would be today's assignment.